episode of Freedom Cafe Podcast edition. Welcome. I'm Ace Hawaii with your man, original Frobocop, Hank Mac, Donal to the D. What up?
What's up, everybody? Drop one of Clues bombs for David Thornhill Jr., everybody, real quick. 2021, starting this off right.
Yes. Happy New Year, everybody. Stay healthy, stay clean, stay safe, follow them protocols. We don't want anybody getting no type of viruses or nothing. But let's get back on the good side. Hank just finished watching the Mortal Kombat trailer. Let's get down to what you think of it.
My God, it looks fire. I think I've already seen like 2 fatalities take place in this trailer. I mean, it's looking amazing. And finally, I think the Mortal Kombat franchise has finally listened to the fans and is going to give the fans the live action movie that they always wanted.
Yep. I agree, man. I'm sure. And I'm glad that it's rated R because, we can actually, like you said, we saw the fatalities in the trailer, 2 of them. So I know there's going to be more, and I know they're not going to hold it back. So there could be everything from fighting scenes to graphic scenes and romance scenes and all that stuff, because we want to see all that stuff. We want to see it be more realistic, yet still have all the fantasy of Mortal Kombat world. So, I'm an avid gamer, so I love Mortal Kombat 11 right now. I haven't started the Aftermath pack, but I love the storyline in that. And if they can do anything that is close to the storyline in those games, then I will not, I won't be disappointed.
Is there a story mode in Mortal Kombat? Or in Mortal Kombat 11?
Is there a story mode? It's probably one of the best story modes in the friggin' in games right now, because it takes you through everything. So I don't want to spoil it for you, but just definitely, if you can, just get that. You can just play the story mode, and it has like cut scenes that are with great voice acting. And the story is good enough for me. It's some of the best. It's better than when you used to play. You used to have to beat everybody. You still can do that. You can beat everybody, beat Shang Tsung or whoever the last boss is in this game, and then you get like that whole thing of what would happen if that character won. But instead of just doing that, they actually have a story, real story that they came up with for each Mortal Kombat XL and Mortal Kombat 11. So I definitely, and it takes over from the last game. And they added on this thing called Aftermath, where they brought back Shang Tsung and a few other characters. So I would definitely recommend that.
Indeed, I'll definitely check that out. So it's a story mode, kind of like. So I recently got back into Street Fighter, and I started playing Street Fighter V. Shout out to Creston Shirley. His online name is Master of the Fist. And I give him props. He is definitely Master of the Fist, because he you know what I'm saying? He put in some work. I'll just say that. He put in some work.
Yep.
And I've got to go back to the drawing board to get my skills up and stuff like that. But speaking of Street Fighter 5, there is like a story mode where it goes through and you could go back and forth between characters. But again, like Street Fighter the movie, the story mode is terrible. I'm hoping that Mortal Kombat 11 can deliver a good story, because Street Fighter still has not delivered a good story to me yet.
No, it'll deliver, man. I'm just saying it's definitely not like that. I can't say what I can't speak on Street Fighter 5 story mode, but I know I definitely enjoy it. That's all I can say about that, And I know other people would enjoy it too. And the way they do it is very good, because at different points it gives you certain. You can go back, but you start you off with a certain character, and it starts off from that character's perspective, and then it goes. Then it just goes on from there, and you get to see from many different perspectives, mainly of the side of like Sonya Blade and her daughter and Johnny Cage and all them. And it's really good, man.
Sonya Blade has a daughter?
Yeah, man.
Oh, I'm in. I'm in, sir. I'm in.
Yeah, and Jack's got a daughter too, so definitely check that out, man. It's and a whole bunch of other great characters are on there, and the fatalities, man, like some of them, like it's just it's a lot. That's all I can say. But it's definitely cool. It's definitely cool to see how they did it. It's definitely living up to that Mortal Kombat name. I can say that much.
Tell me this: are the fatalities easy to do, or are they still like hard as hell? I went back and I went back on a Mortal Kombat trip because I watched that the animated movie, the Scorpion movie.
Scorpion, yes, yes,
Yes, which was phenomenal, phenomenal movie.
yep. I liked it a lot too.
I was I was feeling nostalgic, and I went back and bought the very first Mortal Kombat on Sega Genesis.
Hmm.
That was, if everybody remembers, that was the one where if you did the little code, you could get blood because the what is it, the ERB or association or whatever, the rating system has
Yeah,
started putting the mature content and stuff like that on games. So Mortal Kombat on Sega Genesis had made it so that if you typed in a code, you could get the blood, and thought that was the coolest thing ever.
that was. I didn't. I was one of those who didn't have Sega Genesis, so I had the Super Nintendo version with no blood. Yet you
Mm,
could still have all the fatalities, which was kind of weird. But at that
mm.
time, I was just like, I'm still a kid, and I like this a lot. So, and I know my other cousins couldn't play it because their parents wouldn't let them. So I was very happy, to say the least.
Indeed, indeed. I think the only fatality that I could do like on Sega Genesis and at the arcade was Scorpions, which I think was like down down something. But everybody else
Yeah,
was like I couldn't do. I couldn't do Luke Cage's, couldn't do Raiden's. I couldn't do all like the really cool gory ones. You know what I'm saying and stuff. So
yeah.
is it still hard, or is it still challenging to do them, or have they kind of relaxed a bit on doing these moves?
It's still hard, but then they also have, since this is Mortal Kombat 11, you can also they have an easy option, so you could just press one certain you could set a fatality to a certain button, and then
Mm.
then you could just press that button and you got a fatality. It'll be easy, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it
Okay.
gives you the option to keep it old school or to go ahead and make it real easy to do it, you know. So
Got you.
yeah,
Got you. Got you.
that's how
Okay,
they.
yeah, I'm in there. You know what I'm saying? My fighting game skills, I'm more trained towards like Street Fighter moves and stuff like that, not so much Mortal Kombat and Tekken. That's like a different skill set and stuff.
Yeah,
And
I
fighting,
agree.
fighting gamers know it's like it's hard to be both. You're either one or the other and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sonic Fox would probably disagree with me, but um,
Hell yeah, he would. That dude kills in that game and Justice. And he have you seen him? I saw one of his matches when he played Dragon Ball, the one
yes,
that you played. I was like,
yes,
how is he?
he's
What?
a beast. I don't understand. His hand-eye coordination is incredible.
Yeah, I'm just like him. It was just insane all the stuff that they do, and I just sometimes I admire you and Creston, aka shout out to DC Gaming Group, Creston, aka what's his last name backwards, Nestar or something.
Nestar, but Shirley,
Creston, not Zerk, that's his name,
not,
not Zerk. That's what it is on Xbox, Xbox Live.
that's right.
So yeah, but I just admire anybody who plays that. I play Mortal Kombat, but I don't. I tend to not play online until it's like a year after, and because during that year that I'm playing it, I'm trying to play each character, beat the game with each character, so I can get a gist of how they work, and then I go online because I do the same thing with what is it, NBA 2K Playgrounds? It's like the NBA Jam version, but not made by EA. It's the NBA 2K. It's the 2K version of NBA Jam, but they just call it 2K Playgrounds. So
Oh,
so what I did was I played through the whole season with each team, beat it with everybody, and then I jumped on the competitive version because them dudes on there are ridiculous. But I've gotten so good, and people get so mad at me, and they send me these little notes. I'd be like, whatever. I did what I needed to do to get here, so I'm just gonna enjoy it. So that's how I feel like if you get back into playing. If I did get back into playing or get a PlayStation and get Street Fighter 5, I would try to beat it with everybody, just like how Creston did, and just to get my skills just right, and then start tackling people online, because and that's what I would do, because everybody's crazy online.
This is true. This is true. I'm slowly starting to get back into it. I just watch some tutorials online. Shout out to Roofmonger. He had a really good tutorial and whatnot on how to get into it and stuff like that. So I watched his and whatnot. So, and it's looking pretty good. The mechanics are definitely a lot different than the other Street Fighter. So, me coming in with, what was it? Street Fighter 4 Ultra was the last one I played like really intensely and stuff like that. 5 is like a whole new system and a whole new ball game. So, but yeah, I agree with you, Dave. You know what I'm saying? And for everybody listening, you want to get good at a game, play it with every single character. Don't just limit yourself. Start with everybody and then kind of move on from there.
Yep. And then just know those counters, man.
Oh yes, God, you got to know the counters.
Because those counters, they be countering like I don't know what on there, man. Yep. And shoot, what other trailers came out this week that was crazy? You have any? I know that I watched that same Mortal Kombat trailer. I'm just like, they said that there's gonna be a new character in it. That they are going to introduce in that movie too. So I am interested in seeing who are they introducing in that as well.
Yeah, I saw it looks like they're adding characters from like every Mortal Kombat in this movie.
Yep.
Where it's like the first movies, of course, was just characters from the first movie was just characters from the first game. I don't believe they had any characters from the second, from Mortal Kombat 2 and stuff like that. I know Mortal Kombat the movie 2 had
the characters from
like 2 and I think 3 maybe, because I know Reptile was in it and a couple other cats were in the second movie. I don't really remember.
They had Shiva in there. They had Shao Kahn. So like you were saying, Michael Jai White is in this one. Then also the guy from Rush Hour 3, Kenshi, the villain from Rush Hour 3, he's in there. He's in this one.
Yep.
So I'm just interested in to see how they do it, and and then also we're missing out on 2 of our members. Shout out to the Richness, aka real name Richie, and also was it a Big Black? I'm not gonna call him his other names. James. He might be coming on later, but it's okay. It's all right.
Indeed. Shout out to them. Big shout out to them.
Big shout outs. And shoot, this week, what else happened? Of course, we know that all the fallout from the political stuff, that the riots and whatnot. That's crazy. That's all I can say.
Oh, I did see the trailer. Did I ever no, I didn't. Did you see the trailer for the new Batman movie, the animated movie? Something the Dragon?
Yes, I saw that one where it has like it looks like it's done in the 70s. And it has that one dude that looks like Jim Kelly in it.
Yes. He's gonna be Bronze Tiger, and it's Michael Jai White playing Bronze Tiger.
Yeah. Yeah, Soul of the Dragon is what it's called.
Soul of the Dragon. Yep.
I think that movie. They said it came out.
It's out on like Vudu and it's not on HBO Max yet, but it's on a couple streaming services. If you pay for it, you can watch it and stuff. So, but we have to have a physical copy. So it comes out next week. So I do plan on buying that. I saw the trailer and I was like, I'm in.
This is good. This is great. I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good.
It's got a character who's sort of like Bruce Lee. His name is Richard Dragon, which off that name alone, I think is a dope name.
Yep. Also, it's the possibility of jokes there is there, because Richard Dragon, it could be Dick Dragon, Double D. I don't know. It's all good. That's if you want that type of humor, that's we can do that. So
Indeed.
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that new perspective, see how that was.
Hmm.
Because it
Yeah.
really does look good. If you look at the picture of uh of the, I can't the Michael Jai White's character, you see he's wearing it's like it kind of made him like look like Luke Cage if Luke Cage had an afro and wore a yellow tank top instead of a yellow t-shirt. So it's
Oh
like,
yeah.
yeah, it's
Oh
cool. I
yeah.
like it.
It looks, yeah, it looks good. And
It looks very good.
like I was telling somebody else, I just need something to watch right now, you know?
Man, there's a lot to watch. There's a lot out here to watch. Did you see there's a show on Amazon Prime. It's not comic book related, but it's definitely a good show to watch. It's called Small Acts. It's like five films by Steve McQueen, the guy who directed 12 Years a Slave and a bunch of other movies that were great.
Oh, I heard
So
of that. What is it about?
it's about the first movie I seen was about inequality and police brutality during in London for this restaurant owner of this Caribbean restaurant during the late 60s, early 70s, and how they used intelligence to beat him to beat the odds to and use the law so they wouldn't get in trouble, you know,
Hmm.
because the police back then at that time were just they weren't the dude wasn't really the police officer wasn't really using any evidence. He was just going off of what the stereotypes of what he thought that they were doing in this restaurant, and he was completely wrong.
Whoa.
So I would say definitely check it out, man. It's very good. In this first movie, Letitia Wright is in it. If you don't know who that is, Letitia Wright is the one who played Shuri in Black Panther, and she does a really great job. So I was just like, damn, this is really good.
And
So
that's on Amazon Prime.
yeah, on Amazon Prime. So it's called Small Acts. It's a British anthology film created and directed by Steve McQueen. The anthology consists of 5 films which tell distinct stories about the lives of West Indian immigrants in London during the 1960s and the 1970s. And you know, I'm kind of biased because I am of West Indian descent. So my dad was in London during those times. So um he gets to we talk about the inequalities and stuff he had to deal with in London. So it's very good. It's very intriguing, man. You
Cool.
know.
Yeah, no, that sounds dope. I'm gonna definitely check that out.
Yep. And then the reason why they call it small acts is because there's a saying in the Caribbean, like, you know, Bob Marley made it famous in one of his songs called Small Acts. It was like, if you are a big tree, we are the small axe coming to cut you down. You know, so that's what it's like. You know, doesn't matter how big you are, doesn't matter how big the corporation is. We as a people, we're the small axe coming to cut you down, especially if you're acting not fair to the people, you know. So that. It's definitely good, man. I would say check it out if you can.
Hmm.
So and
Nice.
then also what else? There's another one on Amazon on Netflix. Trial of the Chicago Seven. So try to that
Oh
one.
yeah, man, good looking out. I have that in my I have that in my queue. I just haven't started it yet. But yeah, I do remember seeing that.
Yeah, that one's directed by Aaron Sorkin. You got Sacha Baron Cohen in there, Eddie Redmayne. Sacha
Mhm.
Baron Cohen, of course, is known for his portrayal of Borat, which is very hilarious and funny.
Mhm.
And Aaron Sorkin, he's a great writer and director. He I think he's the one who did that Facebook movie, Social Network.
He
Um,
did Social Network, and he also did one of my favorite shows, The Newsroom,
the
on
Newsroom.
on HBO. Phenomenal show.
Yeah,
Phenomenal show.
I definitely agree.
Hmm.
So definitely check that out. And then, like you said, tell me more. You said earlier we talked. You said you saw Queen's Gambit. Tell me about that because I have it in the queue, but I don't know. Uh, I
So
miss.
yeah, It's about the world and the game of chess. I wish James was online. He's actually a really good chess player. And you know, as everybody knows, chess is a game of strategy and stuff like that. It's not, you know, and and it takes time to play and it takes time to learn. Um, and in this show, it's about a young orphan female who meets a guy who's a janitor, and she sees him playing this game, and she's like, "What is this game?" And you know, he's like, "This game is not for you." And she's like, "Well, I want to learn to play." And he's like, "No, this game is not for children and for girls." And so, you know, after a while, he kind of breaks down and, you know, teaches her the game, and she becomes like really, really, really good and starts to compete in competitions in Europe. And I think it takes place in like the 1960s or 70s and stuff like that, Europe. And it's really, really good. It's kind of her journey into the world of chess. And, you know, you learn about the game. I didn't really pick up on it because my head is just not built for chess. I can play checkers okay, but I cannot play chess to save my life.
Yeah. No, I understand. I learned how to play checkers when I was a kid, but that I mean, and chess and checkers when I was a kid, but I didn't play chess enough to keep it in my head. So I really wish James was here so he could tell us more about that. But either way, I will definitely put that in. Make sure I watch that in the queue. And another one I just saw was His Dark Materials. That's on HBO Max. So that's
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
one is a trilogy. It's based off a trilogy of fantasy novels by Philip Pullman. And in this one, what is it? This girl is the girl who plays Logan's daughter, X-23, Daphne Keene. She's the young girl in it that is that's like shows the main role in her. She's the main character of that first season. So I would
Mm.
definitely check that out if you can. In this one, they have each character in this world has their own like animal demon that is there on their side. So like her father has like this snow leopard, and her mother has this monkey, and or not her mother, I would say. But you know, you'll see it when you see it. And I would just say it's like she's the world that they live in is controlled by this religious authority, and it represses people's ties to their to magic in that world and their animal spirits, like I said, known as demons.
Oh,
So definitely Lin Manuel Miranda's in it, from Hamilton. And then you got Logan's daughter, aka Daphne Keene. I think her name is Lyra in this one.
hmm.
So I would just definitely check it out. It's really good. Um, and I would just say, if you can, definitely watch that. That's on HBO Max, season 1 and 2. Also, Professor Xavier, James McAvoy, that version, he's in there.
Hmm.
Um, and the dude from The Wire, I forgot his name, but he was also in The Five Bloods. His name is, if I got this right, um, but he played the detective on The Wire. His name is Clark Peters. That's his name in real life, but he's on there as well. And most of the time, you can't go wrong with these HBO shows, man.
Oh
So
yeah, no, yeah. I have yet to be disappointed by a show on HBO Max, and um, I don't know if the fans of everybody have noticed, but DC's whole catalog has been put on HBO Max lately,
yep,
and you know what? I'm here for it.
yep, me too, man.
I have been taking advantage, and I am now currently going back and watching the last season of Young Justice.
Same. Where are you at in Young Justice? Because
I,
I
I
started
actually
watching that too.
I actually just started watching it over again. I went down the rabbit hole and watched all of Steven Seagal's movies last night, or at least the Hard to Kill,
Yep.
Under Siege 2, and that's about it for Steven Seagal for me. So I did those last night, and I was like, you know what? I'm not sleepy yet. Let me watch some Young Justice. So I started watching Young Justice last night, and I forgot how good of a show it really is. So,
yeah, man. Which episode are you on? Because I'm on a certain episode. So I just want to see if we're at the same point.
Oh, I'm Black Lightning has just quit the Justice League, and he's saying that he doesn't want to be a part of Batman Incorporated.
Okay. So you're still early on in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm way early into season 3.
Yeah.
And it looks like guys? The chess master himself has.
I know. James
has just joined the podcast. How are you doing, iPhone James?
AKA Freaky J.
War Machines here, baby. Big sexy. You know how I do. Loving life. And, I got to tell you guys, the greatest show ever is the new Sabrina on Netflix. It's awesome. It's not Sabrina the Teenage Witch. They doing devil and culture in this Sabrina. Yeah, scaring the shit out of me. But you know, they said Sabrina was worshiping the devil. She killed 2 angels. I'm like, what the hell? But my bad. We're talking about comic books.
So, no, that's fine.
No, that's fine.
We're talking about whatever we want to talk about. And they have comic books. That's under IDW's line, I think.
Right, but it's funny. When I first saw this, and my goddaughter put me down on it, I'm like, yo, Sabrina? I said, it said the Teenage Witch? I said, got the talking cat? I remember that. She did Plucky Adventures was fun. Oh, no, nigga. There's nothing that. She got some demon Cthulhu already possessing her, trying to take over the world. Lilith's in here. That's the wife of Lucifer. And she had a baby, and Lucifer trying to take the baby from her. I'm like, what? They doing witch rituals. And they had when I got scared when I saw the voodoo black chicks on there, I was like, that's the root. I gotta, we don't mess with the root.
Yep.
You don't mess with the root.
No, I don't mess with the root.
Also,
it's actually a pretty decent show, though. I mean, it's actually it's interesting. But what I really want to talk about, guys, is goddamn Mandalorian. I hope you guys have hit that.
No, we did. You brought that up at the perfect time. Hold on, wait. Sabrina the Teenage Witch is Archie Comics. I don't want y'all coming after me, so it's Archie Comics. I made the mistake there. Mandalorian. Go ahead, man.
Yes, go ahead, man. Please.
Look here. Let me tell you something, guys. Hank McDonald doesn't like Star Wars. He's like a half. No. This is not a word. He's like a half Star Wars fan. When I told him to watch it, he's like, "Yeah, I ain't watching this." He watched a couple of episodes, like, "Nah." But then when he started really watching it, Hank said the same thing. I said, "This gave me faith back in TV."
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, because I'm saying when I say a guy, I'm sorry, push you off, Dave.
No, it's okay.
When a guy like Hank, I mean, he's very particular about what he watch. You know what I'm saying? And when a guy like you don't know Hank like we know Hank, now that's a high praise for somebody to say. You know what I'm saying? Yep. All I know is Disney gonna get all the monies.
Yep.
All the monies.
All of it.
Well, but please, Dave, go continue. Yeah, I mean,
the Mandalorian. Oh man, I remember when I was watching the second season, and then I saw some reviews for the first few episodes, and I was just like, they were hating on it, and I was like, nah, I love this, right? But it was just kind of like building up to what was going to happen toward the middle and the end, and I was just blown away by the whole thing.
Time out. Let me throw here, guys. Spoiler alerts. If you haven't seen Mandalorian, you can turn off this show and watch it right now. And this is not even giving me any money to say this.
Yep. No money.
No money. Because I tell you one thing, if you actually watch Clone Wars and Rebel, they tied it in so beautifully.
Yep.
Where they had the guys from Rebels, the Mandalorian princess, Ahsoka Tano, you know what I'm saying? And if you don't know the guys, I suggest, please, I know you know it's a cartoon, but check out Clone Wars, and you can see Ahsoka's path of becoming a great Jedi.
Yeah.
And how sick she was in Mandalore with those 2 lightsabers.
Oh man.
It was beautiful. That episode was beautiful. I mean, then let's not forget about the Mandalores. I like the Mandalorian princess, how she knocked on Mandalore. She said, he's one of them. You know, he don't take off his helmet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Said,
he follows this sect of Mandalore.
He said, shit. He said, relax, man. They were like, relax. You good, man. You good.
Yeah. Oh man. And it was so freaking good to see them work. I'm not gonna say anything else, but I don't want to ruin it. But definitely, oh man.
Oh, I already threw spoiler alert out there.
Yeah, we already threw the spoiler alert, and I mean,
yeah.
This is the way.
So
this is the way. Yeah.
this is the way.
This is the way. Yeah.
Yes. So I loved seeing, like, we're so used to seeing Mando do stuff by himself, but when we saw Bo-Katan and the other Mandalorians with them, and they were working as a unit tearing down people, that was ridiculous, man. Oh my god.
Oh, David, I loved when Boba Fett and the other Mandalorian chick got in the fight, and she was holding on with Boba. But Boba said, "Oh no, watch yourself." Yo, my daddy was a Mandalorian. I got this.
Yes. And then they had the friggin', they had the standoff with the flamethrower at the end. I was like, oh my God, bro.
I was like, I told Hank, what did I tell you? I said, I was getting on Hank because I would say you got to watch it because we got to talk about it. In the last episode, I said, dude, I was like a little girl. I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Yeah, at first I was just like, I was like, who the hell is that?
I said, I sing him. I was like, oh girl, I sing him X-Wing.
Yes.
This guy doing anything.
Yeah.
then I was like, when I saw the green lightsaber, I was like, oh my God, oh my God.
Yes. Oh wow, man.
Oh, dude, I told Hank I watched that scene like 10 times over because to me, the whole season was epic, but that right there, this made it for me. This the whole highlight.
Yeah.
Fuck fighting those demon troopers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, he still destroyed them. Like he made it. That's the Luke I wanted to see. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh, dude. Oh my God. You don't know, dude. Him just destroying those guys, even though it took Mando like ever to kill one.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I thought that thing was gonna kill him.
Yeah, I did too. You know what I'm saying? But like he had his Mandalorian spear.
Everything beautifully. I love how they explained how he was. They thought he was one of the clones, and he was like, "No, I'm one of the originals."
You talking about Boba Fett? No.
Yes.
No, he is technically a clone, nigga.
He's a clone?
Yeah, nigga. You know,
Boba Fett is a clone.
Episode 3, nigga.
I thought he was the original.
No. Django was some influence.
Django is the original.
Oh, first of all, I want to apologize to the fans. And I'm going to take the smoke for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to really take a bullet for my brother, but I'm going to take this one for him.
I'll take
Calm
the second.
down, everybody.
I'll take the second one. We'll take the smoke.
Yeah, we'll take that smoke. You just embarrassed us.
Anyway. Wait.
Smoke is taken.
What happened to Captain Riker? What happened to him?
What?
I thought him and Worf were gonna come in this episode.
Okay, all right.
What?
Like I was saying, Dave.
Oh,
like I was saying, dog. Then at the end, when they're gonna start the Book of Fett, oh my God, dude!
Yes.
When he took over Jabba the Hutt's throne,
that was great. I am very interested in seeing what's going to happen there, and I am too.
I'm interested to see what. I'm sorry, Dave. No, please.
I was just like I said, I was interested to see what's going to happen with him, and I'm also interested to see what's going to happen with this Ahsoka show. You know. Well,
I agree with you on that, but I'm really interested to see what he's going to do about the Dark Blade.
Oh yeah, yes. Oh my gosh, the dark saber. Yes.
Yeah, that to me that was so gangster. But he was like, he said, he was walking in with what's the Grand Moff Tarkin? No, that was Tarkin. That was Grand Moff whatever. I forgot his name. Don't give me any smoke on that, guys. When he took the Grand Moff in, and he had the black, the black blade. I call it blade anyway.
Yeah.
And how you could tell how the princess was looking at him. That like, yo, she was looking like she about to kill him.
Yeah.
And that's when the dude just started hyping it. She was like, well, she has to take it in combat, blah, blah, blah. He said, no. Here you go. You win. I concede. Here you go. He said, it doesn't work like that, pimp.
Well, yeah. He came out of there with the Dick Dastardly deceiving plan out of nowhere. This is what it's supposed to be. And I was like, oh shit.
He has to win an honorable combat and kill it and take it from you.
Yeah.
I was like, yo.
Bro,
and like I said before, how they tied everything in. I wonder what happened to that other because that guy, they had 3 Mandalorians, but in the second one only had 2, the 2 chicks.
Yeah. I wonder what happened to him too.
Because he's a famous actor. He has another show that he's on. I forgot what it was. I can't remember.
Yeah, and the person that we were
talking about, Moff Gideon.
Yeah,
no.
Moff Gideon was the villain, man.
Yeah, we're talking about the third
Mandalorian.
It was they saved them from the squid people on the water planet. It was a Spanish guy. I know he's doing another show. I think he may have like what's his name because he's in another show. I can't remember it though. You guys know about it? Yeah, it was a Spanish guy. It was a Spanish guy and the two chicks. They were all Mandalorians. The one who said he was the one who said, "Oh, he's one of them." You know, wearing the helmet. But like the second time they met, he wasn't there. So I wonder what happened to him. But I know he's doing another show somewhere because I saw him and because I was curious about it. And guys, don't give me any smoke about this. If you know,
yeah, his name is Simon Cassianides. I can't say his last name. Simon Cassianides or Cassianides.
Yeah. Oh, he was Axe Wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
but he gave up. Didn't he give up the armor to what you call though?
No. He just wasn't there.
No,
Hank. Time out, Hank.
No.
Hey, do me a favor. Just be quiet.
We're gonna take all the smoke again. All the smoke taken.
What?
All the smoke is taken.
Yeah. Hank, we love you, bro. Yeah.
We love you, man.
I was just ready. I just want to know when Jean-Luc Picard is going to come in and the Enterprise is going to start wrecking shop. That's what
Hank, let me tell you something right now, Hank. Right now, you're wrong. Don't mock Star Wars fans.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
They will come for you, man.
Don't do that, bro.
That's some smoke you don't want.
Yeah, that's like people mocking Batman to you and telling you about Batman, and seem like really.
Batman? Who are you talking about? Babe Ruth? Yeah, he was the best Batman ever.
I will take all the smoke from the Stargate Deep 6 9.
But let's get to the real. But let's get to the real heart of the issue here. Fucking Disney Plus is dropping fire.
Yes, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I have DC Universe, and they're dropping okay shows. I know, I ride for the Harley Quinn show. When they bring that new season, I will definitely watch that. But right now, Disney Plus is dropping fire, brother. You cannot. It's amazing. I mean, what they're doing, and they're going to take all the money. That and HBO Max. I mean, who wants to go to the movie theater? I can watch everything on HBO Max. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And speaking of Disney Plus, I just finished watching those first 2 episodes of WandaVision, and I like how they set it up because there's so much going on. I wonder who it made me want to. Did y'all see that yet? No.
I was watch it later.
Oh, Dave, okay. I was actually scared because I don't know if they're going to actually stick to the comic book because technically she tricks Vision and those kids are not real.
Yeah, but that's the comic book. This is totally different from this. So I'm not going to say anything. I will discuss this further in a different episode because it's just super interesting what I think they're doing, and then also how they're trying to tie it into what's going on in the next phase of these Marvel movies. So I was just like, okay, I see what you're doing. You're making me want to watch more, even though you're not giving me too much, but you're giving me enough. So that's all I'm going to say about it.
One, I'll say this. I think I didn't like what they did with Scarlet Witch. I'm not really a Marvel fanboy, and I don't like what they did with Scarlet Witch because 1, she's crazy. 2, they neutered her powers because she's an SS mutant, dude. I mean, she's an S-type mutant, dude. She can fight Apocalypse by herself. She can go head to head with what's his name? Oh my God!
Thanos. Let me cut in here.
Please.
They did have a scene where in Endgame or the second part was, she did almost destroy Thanos by herself in that one scene. So they did show how powerful she is, and plus you can't have her be OP over everybody because
they did that with Captain Marvel though, because Captain Marvel is not that OP. They have Captain Marvel. I like to compare Captain Marvel to Green Lantern Corps. They have her as the Green Lantern Corps, policing the whole universe.
But all I'm saying is they have to do it because they have to manage these stories in a way so they can that makes sense. They have to make money. Like in the comics, I agree. You can do whatever you want in the comics, but it's,
you know what? You know what, Hank? You know what? I'm hurt right now. You know why? Because I'm talking to corporate Dave. I'm not talking to comic book fan Dave. I'm talking to corporate Dave. Corporate Dave, yes. Tell us the spreadsheets and how this is going to make all the money.
All right, this spreadsheet. I have a spreadsheet right here in front of me that talks about all the profits that Disney makes off of Disney Plus, which is about $27 billion a day. All right, and we need to be at those numbers a little higher by stretching out the storyline and also putting out video games where we have these buy-in things. So you want to get an upgrade quick, we got to buy it. No toys. No money toys anymore.
Hey, Dave, I got a Grey Goo too, Dave. I got my Grey Goo.
Oh, Grey Goo. You mean Grogu? I was like,
you got Grey Goose?
Here you go. I got Grey Goose.
I got Grey. Everybody got Grey Goose.
But now
we got Grey Goose, we got the Malibu.
But Dave, I totally agree
Hennessy.
with you on what you said, though. You're right. Disney's trying to make money, and they're going to make money because
Yeah.
these shows are awesome. I mean, the way they're doing it and the way they're lining it up. I don't like the fact that they're changing the whole comic book universe.
Oh, wait. I think the main reason that it's okay for me. For me, it's okay for them to change it because just like how they did with what DC is doing with Metal and or Crisis on Infinite Earths, and what Marvel did with the multiverses, where you have many different dimensions and worlds of these different heroes. I am cool with this just being another dimension within the comic book universe of Marvel, or within making it, just like how they have Earth 616 and Earth all these different versions.
With the Amazing Spider-Man with Miles Morales and how people. I get that too. Don't get it twisted, but I grew up with the stories of like I said, Wanda with X-Men. I wanted to see her do more. Fuck the Avengers. I wanted to see her do more with the X-Men. I want to see Magneto. I want to see the Brotherhood of Mutants. I want to see that Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. How can I say? What was it? That fight, between those two people, those two organizations, Thank you for putting the words. So I appreciate that, Dave. Yeah, because that's why I cannot wait to see what Disney does with X-Men. Because if they have this type of with Mandalorian, and they actually make it so it's like PG-13, you know what I'm saying, and actually hit it, because like Marvel, I know you guys familiar with the new X-Men run where Cyclops kills Xavier.
Yes,
and that to me, I loved how the Marvel writers incorporated social media into those comic books. It was amazing, and how they used the Avengers again. Avengers was a B-list team still trying to fight the X-Men, which they can't. You know what I'm saying? Even and they're still trying to manipulate that relationship with the Avengers and Wolverine, because everybody knows Wolverine was part of the Avengers. And I'm mad to give Captain America that much respect. No offense, because I still think he's a B-lister. People say he's an A-lister. I don't consider him that, because honestly, he's like a Batman on steroids, and we can do a lot of
I think he's like an A-list in terms of leaders, but in terms of superpowers and all that, dude. No. I'll definitely B-list.
Definitely. And that's why I said people I hit that all the time. I have like Arcus, my boy P. Shout out to my boy Pierre, great comic fan in Illinois. We had this conversation about Captain America. Only reason the Avengers got the nod is because Disney didn't own the rights to the X-Men. Because let's think about it. How many shitty X-Men movies still made $500 million? You know what I'm saying? And the Fox went through a lot, all of them basically.
Yeah.
Even the shitty one they had was the Dark Phoenix, and they totally butchered that storyline. That still made me close to $500 million. So dude, I can't wait to see what Disney does that. I can't wait to see what type of action, what type of talent they actually bring to that action, because you can't say they can't find talent. If they can do what they did with Mandalore and even some of those actors, well, a lot of people want to jump on that because there was this. Okay, I can't use Mandalore as an example because there's too many power lister directors.
Too many great directors on there.
Great actors doing that. But I'm pretty sure that they're going to do the same because if they don't see how powerful X-Men can become. This is their comics alone. Even if you do a run with this X-23, look at the success of Logan. I can't wait to see what Disney does. I'm sorry, Dave. Go ahead, please.
I think that they're waiting for, because the girl who played Logan's daughter, Daphne Keene, she is getting older now, and I think they're waiting for her to do X-23, and also.
Oh my God, that'd be awesome to do X-23. The New Mutants. Oh, they do New Mutants, dude. I love magic. I'm sorry for cutting you off, Dave. Please.
No, it's okay. It's all right. And then also we do have. I was reading that they are doing Deadpool 3, and it's going to be rated R. So they're not holding it back. You know what I'm saying? So
and in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yep. Yeah. So I don't think. I think creatively, as long as it continues to make the money, and as long as it's good stuff, they're not going to hold back the creators behind it, because that's what happened with the Mandalorian. They got these creators who love Star Wars and put them together in a room, and they had George Lucas come in as a consultant to talk with them, bounce ideas off of each other, to make this great show. So I think that's what they're doing with Marvel as well. So,
well, Dave, I'm about to get some smoke right quick, Dave. I'm about to get smoke. Bring the smoke my way. You know, I lost faith in George Lucas when he made Jar Jar Binks. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, that's fine. That is 100% fine. And I think that's why once you saw him in you didn't see him as much in episode 2 and 3, and I think he knows how dreadful and terrible of a mistake he made when he tried to stereotype this character and make it look like, oh, this is how a black alien or would talk.
Yeah.
And this was very, very wrong.
Yeah,
I didn't like that at all.
That's like with Transformers.
Yes.
You know I'm talking about those 2 robots, Hank?
Yep.
Remember?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Oh, my God, dog. Michael Bay just made me, dog. I was like, I can't watch another Transformers movie. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because that was garbage. That was terrible,
was done
man.
after that. I actually walked out the movie theater on that one, bro.
Yeah. Because it's like, what are you doing? Like, why would you do this?
I was cringing watching the movie because I was like, how could you do this? Like, what culturally clueless person approved this movie? But, at that time.
I was already, I'm sorry, go ahead, Hank.
No, yeah, at that time, Hasbro was just focused on making money and they just threw the bank at Michael Bay at that point and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah.
I was mad they killed Jazz, like right in the right at the
beginning.
I was mad they do that, yo. He went out like a punk too. Hey, Megatron, and this Megatron just threw him apart and just threw him to the floor. Really?
Like, come on, man.
My whole thing was they could have.
And they had my boy from Family Matters doing that too,
but they didn't.
What you say, Hank? I'm sorry, I was talking. I apologize.
Oh, they could have brought him back the same way they did Optimus in the second one, but they just didn't.
Yeah, but then I didn't like how he went out. You had my boy from Family Matters, Eddie playing him. You know what I'm saying? I was excited for it. Next day, he just threw him apart and just threw him on the ground. I'm like, all right, dudes, whatever. But I mean, like I said before,
I have thoughts of
yeah. So I lost faith in the fans. Then especially the blatant marketing they do in the French transfer. But anyway, back to Star Wars. I mean, honestly, back to X-Men. Excuse me. I can't wait for that. And another show I can't wait for. I'm hoping that because Disney honestly, not this. Excuse me. DC has to do something. I mean, yeah, man. And they lined up for I think the shows to come on HBO because The Watchmen was good. You know what I'm saying? So they have been making good shows, but the way Disney's just is hard hitting it now because I think they're giving the writers more leeway, not like before. They're not focused on just selling toys. Because even let's be for real. Grey Goose. You know what I'm saying? Grogu. Yeah. He was just a toy grab. Let's be for real.
He was a toy grab, but also I do like him as a character, and I do too. Because
let me ask something. I'm sorry, the question I got for you. Okay, now this is just Star Wars conjecture. Okay, now they say Kylo Ren because this movie takes this Mandalorian takes forward First Order and all that stuff before the first shit with Rey. I hope they retcon all that, but they're probably not going to. They said Kylo Ren killed all the Jedi. Ben Walker, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Ben Solo.
Ben Solo, even though it should be Jason Solo if it's on the version of canon, but we're not going to get into that. But he kills all the Jedi. Remember, that makes Luke go in seclusion?
Yeah.
So do you think he killed Grogu?
No, I don't think he killed Grogu. And also, it was confirmed by the writers and like Dave Filoni and the rest of the gang that did the Mandalorian that Grogu was not killed or nothing. Because if that was the case, then he would have killed. I think he only killed those that were being trained by Luke at the time, and I don't think that Grogu is already a Jedi, but he's hid his powers right because of what he went through. But I think by the time that by the time he trains. Gets his training with Luke Skywalker. He leaves before that happens. That's what I'm guessing, but I don't know. They could write anything they want, but I'm just saying I think he would leave and probably go do his own thing or go off to do some.
He'll find Mando.
Yeah. Find Mando or do some other thing. Like I want to see them try to make this connect with Cal Kestis from Fallen Order as well.
Oh my God, yeah, you're absolutely correct. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't like the last 3 movies, I would love to see if they can tie it into this. To me, I think the movie should have been serious like Mandalorian. Just have that low, small, like if it was just serious, they try to put that comic-y part into it. I didn't really, I wasn't really feeling it because I think Rey could have been a more powerful character because she's like a clone. Well, she's like a part of fucking the Emperor, dude. She should be gangster. She shouldn't be like, oh, I got a love triangle. La, 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 la.
Yeah, and that was I didn't like that part as well too.
Again, Hollywood. I'm sorry, I apologize.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, it irritates me. Again, Hollywood's trying to pick women that need a man to fucking succeed. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. I like, I can't say that. I like women. You know what I'm saying? Women are fucking amazing. They're beautiful and they're fun. They're healthy. They keep you in shape. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like the fact that Hollywood or even Disney, because I think Disney's trying to get away from that princess stuff because they ruin a bunch of girls, showing that they need a man to come save them all the damn time. If they're trying to get away with that, having a love triangle messes everything up. Look at Wonder Woman. Oh my God, she used her one wish to do anything to bring back her.
Wait! Before we even get into the Wonder Woman talk, let's stay with this.
That's a
whole another episode.
But you understand what I'm saying, though, Dave? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
She should be a standalone badass, just like Mando. Mando ain't trying to get no bitches. Mando just trying to fuck shit up.
Mando. This is the way. Yes, this is the way. Remember,
take off. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry. Remember, in the first season, he did have the chance to settle down and whatnot, but he knew he had to do his mission. He's all about the mission, and this is the way. All that stuff. But and then another on the Star Wars, the last episodes, was it 6, 7, and 8? I think a lot of that was there was a lot of backlash, and they saw how much money they were losing, along with wanting to have a female as the lead, which I don't think that was a bad decision at all. I think that was great, but I think that once they let the critics and those fans on Twitter and whatnot get involved with what with the process, because they saw all the backlash from it and they saw that they weren't making enough money. Because they ended up changing the scripts of all of the movies that after that first one. So I think that also plays into it as well. I do think that why I just don't get why they had to make that connection, that love connection between Kylo Ren and Rey, because I was just like, that don't make no sense to me. Yeah, I mean,
it should have been Finn. We all agreement on this. It should have been Finn.
It should have been. Honestly, it should have been her. Devoting herself to the Force. Remember, Jedi. Remember, Jedi just to have to have no attachments. He said, "No love, no whatever." I forgot the quote, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
because it said, "With love comes hate, with hate comes hate," and then that goes to the dark side. Guys, I take that smoke that I don't know that one, but you know what I'm saying, she should have did. I'm sorry, Dave. Please continue.
I agree with you because I feel like if she's going to be like this yellow Jedi, which is like balanced with the Force, she should, she shouldn't have had that love connection before she got to the part where she was balanced. Because if you're balanced in the Force, if you're a balanced Jedi, then you could possibly take on like relationships, I'm guessing. But before that, wouldn't that tip the balance, so to speak?
I agree.
Yeah.
But Dave, to me, the perfect. Well, that's it. I'll say this to me. Now, you guys can come for me if you want, but the perfect female protagonist I've seen so far that I truly love is Ahsoka Tano.
Yep, same. I agree.
Especially the scene when she was in the Force and how she was murking all them. I mean, people. Excuse me, I can't say that word anymore. Sorry, either that I hate. But I mean, honestly, just the smoothness of it, how she was going into the shadows, just this murking everybody. And even when Mando came, I'm sorry, Dave.
Yes,
even when Mando came in Fort Mando, she was giving him the business.
Yep.
And she didn't, even though she said, "Yo, the princess sent me," she still was on her guard like she's supposed to be until she saw Grey Goose.
Yep.
Well, please, Dave.
I did like that interaction, and she said, "I can't feed him," and he was like, "Why not?" Because he's attached to you, and that's real. You're not supposed to get attached to somebody, because Yoda said that same thing too. Because you hold on to love,
attachments,
anger, and attachments and stuff like that.
Well, I disagree with that on that aspect because no, you're absolutely correct. I'm just talking about because remember she also said that she can't go through that again because of her master.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
because of
right.
Anakin. And
Yeah.
that's why I think that's the main reason, just because her whole thing is the great side of the Force. That's like right on the Sith and the good side, whatever. But again, I liked how they if they actually push it like the books or how they're pushing on Great Jedi. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah.
I think like I said before, Disney has $1 billion idea, and they're right to board LucasArts Entertainment, and they're right to buy all the rights to this because they can really do something great with this show and with her. Like I said, I can't wait to actually see that show.
Yep, I agree. And just to tap on to make her Ahsoka Tano more of a badass, when she took on Darth Maul, man, I was like,
For
that
sure,
fight
dude.
was
That fight was epic.
ridiculous, man.
Wait. She fought Darth Maul?
Yes,
Yes,
you need
to watch it, bro.
Yeah, YouTube that fight. It's on YouTube. This was
It's
actually
in Star Wars, Clone Wars,
Clone Wars.
the final season.
Final season. Because Darth Maul came back a light where he had like half his body was a robot now.
Yeah,
but definitely check it out, Dave, because Darth Maul's brother saved him. Check it out. I mean, hey, you can just Google fight scene for trust me, it got like 1 million views. Darth Maul fighting Ahsoka Tano.
When she was fighting him, I was like, holy shit. She has really come into her own and really is just like badass, like how Anakin was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, remember, Hank, I told you, if you don't watch Clone Wars, just watch the last season, and you could see how she got ostracized from the Jedi Order before Order 66 and everything, and how they like.
I need to watch the previous seasons to watch the last season.
No, because you already noticed. You know the idea, and you got the whole image of it. Because Clone Wars basically showed the attachment between the Jedis and the clones, and how they became really close. Then Order 66 just destroyed all that. So I mean, so you really don't need to watch the whole thing, Hank, because you somewhat. If you watched all the other movies, you're good. You know what I'm saying? The first three. So
I need something to watch. I'll check that out. I would like to.
Because I mean, if you really want to get deep into Ahsoka, and I loved it in the episode on Mando, how they did the whole little samurai fight scene. I love that, how she had the whole, I love the fact she's using reverse blade. How she carries the sword, just like in the what's the name? Yeah, in the Clone Wars. Yeah, even in Ahsoka in what is it? Rebels was actually pretty good too.
Rebels was good too. Yes.
Yeah, I loved how it all just. See, this is like I said to me. I love a show where it takes 5 different shows, everything can be molded into one. It's a beautiful thing. I mean, especially this the whole. To me, that's art. Just to make everything just flow that connect, even though yes, connect. Thank you, Dave. You're like on point. Help me out. My thoughts get muddled when I get excited because I'm actually excited for TV again. Excited to see a show. I mean, it's amazing.
I agree, man. And Hank, you definitely got to check out the final season of Clone Wars because you'll see what happened, how she got through Order 66, how she survived it. And another game to check out is Jedi Fallen Order. I can't not stress how good that is too. So
Dave, can I say something? Okay, now I hated how they were advertising it, and a lot of people were with me. Don't get it wrong. I hope he's alive. You know what I'm saying? Because I put another Jedi out there in the universe, whatever. But
2 Jedi,
2 Jedi. But what gets me is the black lady. You're right. She's a Jedi. Well, she's an ex-Jedi. But anyway, we're not gonna talk about. Don't want no spoilers on that. But they were talking about how they advertise to become a Jedi. You could be the one Jedi. I think that game will make more money if you can just like make your own character. But I see what Disney was doing, so that they're trying to make everything tied in. You know what I'm saying? Yep. They're bigger scope. I can see that now.
I agree. I agree with you 100%. And they should have advertised it a different way. Like if they should have advertised it like a movie, and it's because it is like playing. It's longer than a movie. I think it explains things way better than a movie. And also, speaking of Disney and LucasArts Gaming, EA is LucasArts now can be they can make games for other companies other than EA now. So they are going to have a game coming out that is kind of like how The Witcher was. But you get to choose and customize and everything. Your
Dave,
Jedi
already had that. Right?
They're coming out with an upgraded version, I should say.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about, right? They had Knights of the Old
Republic. Knights of the Old Republic, yes.
Let me tell you something. You know how many geeks love that game? It was on like Xbox. how many geeks love that game? You can make your own Jedi and answer the questions. I mean, honestly, just live that lifestyle. You know, just like I mean, I look forward to that too, Dave. I mean, honestly, because to me, not too many games out here I want to play now. So
yeah.
But I'm definitely excited, like you said before, how they tied the Fallen Order into everything. They made it part of the canon because now everybody's trying to figure out what Jedi is left alive. You know, where they're at, what's going on. I mean, there's like 1 billion YouTube videos on it now. You know, and I do, you know, and I love how I didn't think about it. You told me about Mace Windu.
Yes.
How he may still be alive. And I heard now Samuel Jackson may got upgraded to get his own show. I don't know. They said that may be in the works.
Like I am hoping for that. But I think they wouldn't like the fans want that so much. I think they would keep a tight lip about it, just like how they kept a tight lip about Luke being in that last episode. Because nobody would have guessed that Luke would have prepared and would have came in that last episode. I didn't see that either. I thought they were done. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I thought something was going to happen big, or they blow up the ship, or they separate the bridge. But no.
Like I thought it was going to be another Jedi, but I was thinking it was. I was like, no way they're going to bring Luke. I thought it was going to be like Ezra, or maybe Ahsoka coming back, or maybe some other. This was their chance to introduce another Jedi that was great, but no way did I think that Luke was going to come back.
Well, I could see it. First I didn't think it was Luke, but when I think about it, it was the old X-wing, his old X-wing. You know what I'm saying?
But anybody could have had an X-wing in that in the
you're right, but
on the rebel side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, you're correct, but I thought I saw R2D2 in the back of it. I'm not sure.
I didn't see that. If you saw that, then yes. Yeah. But I didn't see that.
No, after the time, Dave.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Anyway, but honestly, but you're right though. It could have been R2D2 either. I wasn't really thinking about it. Like I said before, it was just so amazing with a hooded black guy.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? He was just going through those assassin bots, or whatever they were called, Death Troopers or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
The Dark Trooper,
Dark Troopers.
Yeah.
And how he just cuts through them, and he just goes through all of them, dude. Ugh.
Yeah,
it was just so beautiful, dude.
That was the Luke I wanted to see in that.
And the music though was just so perfect for it. The pairing of that was just so amazing. And he's using most of his wizard powers too, instead of just the lightsaber. Oh my god, man! It was
when he crushed that Dark Trooper at the end. I was like, oh my god!
Then they're like, open the door. He said, "You crazy? You see what that motherfucker was doing?"
Yeah, open the door. Open the door.
I know. He opened it too. It was like, I ain't worried about none of you guys. You can point your guns in if you want. I can kill all you. Yeah. I loved it how he said, I came to get you, little man. That he was like, he doesn't want to go with you. No, he wants your permission to go with me.
Yeah. I was like, I 100% agree with you, and I also agree
so
with
gangster. I love Mando. Mando don't care. He don't care, dog. He don't care.
Nope.
If a police, you were saying that.
I also just want to agree with Frobo on that. It's just like this is all the Luke we wanted to see.
Right? Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
We all wanted to see, I should say. Yeah.
It was an amazing thing, dude. I mean, like I said before, dude, that show gave me goosebumps.
Yeah.
It gave me a special tingling feeling between my legs.
Oh gosh! All right. On that note, we are ending this episode of Freedom Cafe. On the next episode, we'll have our Wonder Woman review and recap of the Wonder Woman 1984 movie.
We talking about there ain't no black people in DC in 1984.
We're gonna
discuss it all.
Yes,
we're gonna discuss
everything.
All. You know what I'm saying? Even though I think back then they called it Chocolate City, but we're not gonna get into that.
We're gonna get into that.
We're gonna get into that.
Yep, and that's what for that. This concludes this episode of Freedom Cafe. I am Ace Hawaii.
I'm Born Machine Big Black,
and I am Mr. Boombastic, aka Fly Propellers,
aka Frobocop,
aka Frobocop.
You don't have to say that, Dave.
All right, no problem. No.
We don't want to get them locked up by the RoboCop people.
Oh my God.
And we'll see. Well, please don't lock us up, RoboCop people. And we'll see y'all on the next episode of Freedom Cafe. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, follow them protocols, and take care.
Remember, you got to wear your mask out there, people. Wear your mask.